If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in a good performing, stylish sports car that won't cost you an arm and a leg to buy or maintain. Thing is, you don't know how to drive a manual transmission. Well, I've got you covered. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and this is the 2025 Toyota GR86 Premium. This isn't our first time reviewing a GR86, so we'll get right to it. Our tester this time has the performance package for $1,500. It also has carpet floor mats and carpet cargo mat for $299, black GT performance dual exhaust for $1,700, and the track bred paint for $475, giving us a total M.S.R.P of $38,809. Now, I agree the price has crept up a little higher than what I would consider affordable, and back in 2022, it was about $5,000 cheaper than it is today. But when you're one of the few shows in town, you've got to take what you're given, even if that means taking it with a few less options to keep you closer to $30,000. But there's nothing we can do about that, and this is still a good car. So let's continue. This car's been around for a while, but its sporty styling is hanging in there. Toyota didn't throw in a lot of fake parts to make it look cool either. For example, these vents in the front bumper and fenders are actually functional. Plus, it's cool enough as it is. It's lightweight too, weighing less than 2,900 pounds thanks to the aluminum hood, front fenders, and roof panel. The optional performance package adds 4-piston front and 2-piston rear Brembo brakes, Sachs dampers, and 18-inch wheels wrapped in two 1540 series Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires. And even if you don't opt for that, the premium package still gives you heated power outside mirrors, a color key duckbill rear spoiler, Torsen limited slip differential, and LED lighting all around. Open the power release trunk and you'll find 6.26 cubic feet of cargo space. Tediously pull a couple of straps on the back of the seats to fold the rear seat down, and you get a bit more. There's a foam divider under the floor where you can also find the tire mobility kit and tow hook. The powertrain consists of a naturally aspirated 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 228 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. An automatic transmission handles the gears, sending power to the rear wheels. Drive modes include Sport, Snow, and Track, and under the right conditions, this automatic can go from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. The 6-speed manual can complete the same in just 6.1 seconds. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 21 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway, and 24 miles per gallon combined. AutoAcademics saw an average of 26.4 miles per gallon during testing on regular fuel. The GR86 is a 2+2, meaning it has 2 seats in the front, and on paper, 2 seats in the back. I'm average height, and you can see how little room there is behind my seating position. But up front, things aren't too shabby. That is, for someone my size. These seats are heated, nicely bolstered, and have manual adjustments. The steering wheel feels decent too. I like the use of Alcantara throughout the cabin, but if you like tech, you'll probably be disappointed. The infotainment unit is functional with wired Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but man is it dated. The screen resolution is low and has very little more to offer. Sadly, the stereo sounds a bit weak too. And this is the upgraded one. Other interior features include dual zone climate control, 7-inch GR digital gauge cluster, 8-inch GR86 touchscreen with 8-speaker audio, sport pedals, connected services, Sirius XM with 3-month trial, and smart key access with push button start. Safety and convenience features include adaptive cruise control, GR86 active safety suite with pre-collision, automatic high beams, lane departure warning, and blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert. So now that we've addressed all of that, let's start it up and see how it drives. All right, this isn't our first go-round in one of these, so I'll try to keep it brief. Quick, precise steering? Check. I've driven a GR86 like this one on the tail of the Dragon and had a blast through all those tight turns. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's crazy. The balance is nice, these Brembos are strong, and thanks to the light weight, it's very maneuverable. The suspension is pretty firm though, giving you a choppy ride on pretty much anything other than the smoothest of roads. But that's part of the charm, isn't it? Other charming features are the less than quiet cabin and slightly cramped quarters. But there are plenty of less fun to drive vehicles out there that are good at those. Now, probably the best part about this car is the amount of fun you can have while remaining relatively safe. With only 228 horsepower, it's a lot harder for things to get out of control. Yet you can still have a ton of fun without breaking any egregious laws. No, the 4-cylinder in here doesn't rev very fast, and the automatic transmission is a little sluggish. But sport mode with the paddle shifters do help liven things up a bit. And it's pretty easy to break these skinny tires loose. The exhaust doesn't sound too bad either, although it does drone a bit while cruising. But if you're like me when I was young, you don't care about stuff like that. You know, every time I drive one of these, I have a ball. Even this automatic. But if you really want to enjoy all that the GR86 has to offer, you'll need to get the 6-speed manual. So maybe the GR86 isn't that affordable anymore. At least not with all these options. But that shouldn't take away from what it is. A good-looking, fun-to-drive sports car that's still cheaper than anything else new. So I want to hear from you. Head down into the comments and let us know what else you'd consider that's cheaper. But don't cheat. It can only be a few years older. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.